What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing Week 9 predictions for the 2017 through 2018 NFL season. So last week I went 10-3, not a bad week whatsoever. Coming off an 11-win week, now going to a 10-win week, 10-3. That brings me to a 73-46 straight up record. Against the spread last week, I went 7-5-1. The only push being Atlanta Falcons at the Jets. They were favored by 5 and won by 5. So I went 7-5-1. That brings me to a 59-57-3 record against the spread. And then straight up, I am .613 average right now, so that's 61%. And I'm looking good right now. I'm catching up and getting back in there after those terrible few weeks ago. But we're getting back on the road. 2 double-digit wins in a row. I call that a good comeback right there. So let's get on to the picks. Oh, by the way, my Sports Fan Entertainment rank on the Sports Fan Entertainment Pick'em League is 80th right now. I'm tied with 80th with a bunch of people, but it doesn't look like I'm going to catch up anytime soon. So I guess I'm just going to have to stick with, being around the top 50 right now. I'm just going to try to get into the top 50, but out of 500-something people, I think that's pretty good. So yeah, let's start off. The teams on bye are the Chicago Bears, the Cleveland Browns, the Los Angeles Chargers, the Minnesota Vikings, the New England Patriots, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's get on with the picks. The Bills at the Jets. This is going to be a close game than a lot of people think. I know the Bills are looking good right now. They're 5-2. They got a great defense. They're doing what they can on offense. LaShawn McCoy, basically their whole offense right there. But they're doing well with what they got. And, in the first game of the season, this was a close game. It was 21-12, I believe, was the final score, and the Bills came out victorious. This is going to be a scrappy game for the Jets, but I'm still going to take the Bills here. I'll take the Bills 23-16. Take Buffalo -3. Moving on to the Rams at the Giants. Now, I don't know, man. The Giants, the only thing the Giants have going for them right now is that the Los Angeles Rams are coming from the West Coast to the East Coast to play the Giants. So, I don't know if that's a real big advantage right there because the Giants really don't have home field advantage like that. So, I'm going to take the Rams to win. And this might be the first 30-point game the Giants allowed in a very long time. So, since that playoff game against the Green Bay Packers. But I don't know about the last 30-point game in the regular season that we allowed. I had no clue when that was. I don't think it was in the past 2 years, but in the regular season. But, yeah, I'm going to take the Rams here, 31-13. Take the Rams -3.5. The Falcons at the Panthers. I know the Panthers are coming off a not impressive win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It was like 17-3. It was not impressive whatsoever, but I'm going to take them winning against the Atlanta Falcons because the Falcons win wasn't impressive either. So, if it wasn't for the Jets missing 2 field goals, we would be talking about the Atlanta Falcons, coming into this game with a loss under their belt against the New York Jets. So, I think the Carolina Panthers and the Falcons are going to play tough. These are 2 teams that used to be very good, and now they're just like middle of the pack, if not below average. So this may be a good game just because it's an NFC South matchup. But I'm going to take the Panthers to win this game 20-17. Take Carolina -1. Moving on to the Colts at the Texans. I'm going to take the Texans here. The Colts may play... may try to upset the Texans here, and it may happen because these are 2 division rivals, and usually the division is at the end between these 2 teams. Not the case this year, but these 2 teams usually play each other pretty close. I'm going to take the Texans 31-28. Take Indianapolis +13. The Bengals at the Jaguars. The Bengals could very well win this game. I had nothing against the Bengals whatsoever. I just think the Jacksonville Jaguars look really good right now, and I think that they are now able to beat certain teams like the Cincinnati Bengals, who a lot of people think are a bad team, but they're a really good team still. Cincinnati is. So I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat them 23-20. Take Cincinnati +5 because Jacksonville's favored in this game by 5. So that's pretty surprising. The Buccaneers at the Saints. This should be another good game, another NFC South matchup. I like this game. We'll see what happens, but I like the Saints. Their defense is getting better. It is getting better. It is not the best, but it is getting better. And, Drew Brees and his offense continuously putting up points and putting up numbers. And the Buccaneers are really, really slowing down. They're not the team that everybody thought they were. So I'm going to take the Saints here, 26-21. Take Tampa Bay with the points, though, +7. We move on to the Broncos at the Eagles. The Broncos, they should be getting Emmanuel Sanders back. We'll see what happens there. Brock Osweiler is now starting again. Breaking news, Trevor Siemian has been benched after having a somewhat good season up to, the past 3 or 4 games now. He's really been sucking, but he's going back to the Trevor Siemian of last year. But, in the beginning of the season, we saw a good Trevor Siemian. Hopefully we find that soon, and hopefully the Denver Broncos get him back. But Brock Osweiler starting against the best team in the NFL right now, and that just it hurts my throat saying that the Eagles are the best team. I'm not going to say it anymore, but yeah, I'll take the Eagles 27-10. Take Philadelphia -8.5. The Ravens at the Titans. I'm going to take the Titans here. I know the Ravens are coming off a crazy win against Miami, but the Titans are definitely a different team, and you're going to be facing a much better offense that can actually put up points. And I don't know if Joe Flacco is playing in this game. Who knows? Is he playing in this game? I thought he had a concussion, so I don't think he's playing in this game. If he does, that's a mistake, and that the NFL should not allow him to play. But Ryan Mallett should be starting this game. Not going to be interesting for the Baltimore Ravens whatsoever. I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans here. -5.5. Take Titans 24-13. The Cardinals at the 49ers. These teams are meeting up again. The Cardinals just barely beat them in the earlier weeks when they faced off before. I forgot what the score was total. I don't think the Cardinals got more than 15 points. But it was somewhere around that range. But I think the Cardinals are going to sweep the 49ers. The 49ers, I don't know how they're going to get a win. They're just not doing, unless Jimmy Garoppolo somehow plays this season for the 49ers. I don't see the 49ers getting a win, especially against the Arizona Cardinals. They could beat the Cardinals, especially they're playing at home, so we'll see what happens. But I got the Cardinals winning this one 19-13. Take Arizona -2. We move on to the Redskins at the Seahawks. To me, I think the Redskins don't have any chance whatsoever. The Seahawks are looking good. They're getting back on track. I'm going to take the Seahawks 34-23. Take Seattle -7.5. The Chiefs at the Cowboys is definitely the game of the week. We'll see if the Cowboys can fare up against the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs have been known to be road warriors this season. So, definitely, they won't be, shook by, playing in an away game. So, we'll see what happens. Should be a great game to watch. And this is a definitely defining moment for the Dallas Cowboys. Do they want to be a good team this year, or do they want to be a bad team? Ezekiel Elliott is suspended, so we'll see how they get that run game going with Darren McFadden and Alfred Morris. But I'm going to be taking the Chiefs to win 26-24. Going to be a close game. Kansas City -1. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys come out with the win as well. The Raiders at the Dolphins, Sunday Night Football. Why the hell is this a Sunday Night Football game? Again, we get the terrible Dolphins going to play in another primetime game for the second week in a row. But it is what it is, I guess. I'm going to take the Raiders to come back and win after a terrible loss against the Buffalo Bills the following week. I'm going to take them to win 24-10. Take Oakland -3. We move on to Monday Night Football, the Lions at the Packers. This would have been a great game had Aaron Rodgers was playing, but that is not the case. I don't think Brett Hundley is going to get the win here, especially against their biggest rival right now in the Detroit Lions. So I'm going to take the Lions to win here, just breeze by them. Not really breeze by them, but just another win for them. I don't think it's going to be anything significant because it's Brett Hundley starting. Sure, it's significant because it's a division win, but they're just going to get the win here. It is what it is. I don't think Brett Hundley is going to beat up on, Matt Stafford, score more points than Matt Stafford will. So, Lions 23, Packers 17, take Detroit -2.5. Those are my picks. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.